Hi. Let me just move this stripper pole out of the way. It reminds me of my childhood. And last night. So, I feel really uncomfortable up here with my clothes on. Sober. I used to work in the corporate world during the buffet hour at the strip club. But even if you're a stripper, you have to take things, professionally. You have to be a professional. It's a lot of responsibility. So, this one time I overdosed on stage. Too much crack and Red Bull. I'll never drink Red Bull again. But it's okay because, I just totally turned everything that I was doing into a move. Like, I was dancing all sexy, feeling really good. Doing my thing. I just kept turning everything into a But it's okay, the paramedics came. Not literally. And at least they were gracious enough to wait until the end of the song, until they carried me away on a stretcher. So while I was at the hospital, they hooked me up to all these devices, like a heart monitor and the IV, and after a couple of hours, I was feeling so much better, really refreshed. And I started to think, wait a minute, it's the weekend. I gotta make money. I gotta get back to the club. So I unhooked myself from everything, and I took a taxi back to the club, and I went to the dressing room. I took off my hospital gown, and I went straight back out on stage as if nothing had happened, and I was feeling so good. I was dancing, and I was feeling really sexy, and this guy was at the end of the stage, and I was like, hey, and I brought him in closer, like this, and he says, what's them things? It was a classy place. And I looked down, there were stickies all over from the heart monitor. And so I kept trying to turn that into a move really sexily, being the professional that I am, and they were on my back too. Trying to, ding, but it just wasn't working because every time I took off one of the stickies, it also took off my spray tan. So there I am, standing there, looking like a spotted hyena on crack. But that's okay, because, I just turned it all into a move. You ever notice that when strippers are up on stage, they always have, this faraway look on their face, totally zoned out? You ever wonder what they're thinking? Well, it could be something like this, perhaps. Maybe something like, nobody noticed my new unicorn tramp stamp. Perhaps. Or maybe, how many cranberry vodkas is it going to take to get rid of my UTI? Shit. Or maybe, there's something I'm always forgetting on the way home from work. Maybe I should make a list. Let's see, I've got the toilet paper, the toothpaste. What do I always forget? Oh yeah, the kids. When I was a kid, I was raised really poor, and I had lice. Very glamorous. But instead of using the expensive, shampoo treatments and stuff like that everybody else used, my dad had a different solution. He used gasoline. And did I mention that he's a smoker? Yeah, and did I mention that it doesn't work? Even the lice were embarrassed to be on my head. Oh. know, a lot of people, they wouldn't approve of the kind of life that I've lived, you know, dancing half naked underneath a black light. But I'm not prejudiced. When I was born, my mother, she named me Cannabis. It's true. Mary Jane was taken. And then I was renamed Amber Dawn Lee. So I'm pretty sure that being a strung-out spotted stripper was my destiny. But, you know, being at budget suites with a sugar daddy who had run out of money was not. You know, I mean, rubbing saggy balls and doing really cheap drugs, it's not my idea of a good time. But it sure beats working a regular job. Thank you very much.